Hey BookTube, Science Fiction Reads here with a quick announcement that I'm going to join the New Worlds November read-along this year, which is kind of like a 4-week-long read-along thing with different prompts for each week, created by the Bookish Bryants. I think this is the second year they've done it. And there's a bunch of hosts here, co-hosts. I am going to read them off my phone. Scott and Becky, of course, at the Bookish Bryants, Steve Donahue, Michael K. Vaughn, Brandy at Booklectic, Greg at Another Bibliophile Reads, Jim Reads Too Slow, Mark at Booktime with Elvis, Chris at Unlimited Reads, Nathan at The Rambling Reviewer, Fred at Read by Fred, and Gareth at Books, Songs, and Other Magic. I think that's everybody. If I miss somebody, I'll have to add them in the description box. So what is New Reads November? There's different prompts for each week. So week 1, read something terrestrial, so something that takes place on Earth. And I think most of us are reading mostly short stories. There's some books that I would like to read that fit these, but I think I'm mostly going to read short stories. So week 1 is terrestrial. Week 2 is extraterrestrial, find a work that takes place on an alien world. Week 3 is read a classic of science fiction, so something before 1965. And week 4 is robots and AI, read a work that is centered around robotics or artificial intelligence. But there are sub-themes, and I'm going to try my best to include as many of these or check as many of these off in my selections as I can. I think I got 5 checked off just for week 1 alone. So the sub-themes are read something that involves alien archaeology, alien romance, translated work, alternate world or dimensions, far future, war or military, genre crossing, first contact, time travel, invasion, something humorous, political, or something involving libraries. And then there's an extra credit, something that has been adapted. So read something that's also been adapted and then watch or listen to that thing as well. And I might do that one. I'm not sure yet. So what am I going to read for week 1 terrestrial? I have a couple things for sure that I'm going to read. The first being 7 Views of Olduvai Gorge by Mike Resnick. Now this would be a reread for me. Let me just grab my notes here. Because I know I'm checking off a few things with this. With this, I would check off alien archaeology as well as far future. So yeah, I've read this before. This is about, and this takes place in his massive series. He's got so many books in this series about the future of humanity, but this one, I think this is probably the only one that takes place after humanity is extinct. And it involves a group of different alien beings who arrive on Earth in the far future, and they're basically archaeologists, and they're digging through the remnants of humanity or our fallen civilization or something. I remember really liking this, but I just looked it up on Goodreads and I gave it a 3 out of 5, so that's kind of disappointing. That doesn't mean I hated it though. That means I guess enjoyed it but didn't love it. So I'm gonna read that. That is not very long, it's 45 pages. And then this next one is a Robert Silverberg story from the 84 annual World's Best SF, edited by Donald Walheim. This is a story I've wanted to read for a long time. Homefaring by Robert Silverberg from 1983. I don't know much about it other than it's about a guy who uses time travel, sends his consciousness basically into the far future on Earth, and it ends up trapped inside the mind of a sentient lobster, like a giant sentient lobster, I think, in the middle of a migration or something. So totally out there. But that one would check off time travel, far future, and I put First Contact with a question mark because I haven't read it yet, but you could kind of possibly consider that a First Contact story. I don't know because I haven't read it. So Homefaring by Silverberg. I don't think that's all that long. 50 or 60 pages. And then a book I just got today in the mail. First Contacts, The Essential Murray Leinster. Another awesome Nesfa Press hardcover with crazy good art. I've never read anything by Murray Leinster, although yesterday I listened to a 1950 radio play. That was an adaptation of one of his stories. And I found that through Sean actually posted something about that in our Voxer chat group. So I haven't read, I bought this because A, it's an awesome Nesfa book, but also Murray Leinster is a name I see all the time and I've never read anything by him. So this has tons of stories and I'm sure I can find something that takes place on Earth in this. And if not, I'll probably read something in here for one of the other 3 weeks that will qualify and try to check off some of the subgenres. So I'm thinking how I'll do this is I will read these things the first week of November, and at the end of the week I'll post a video talking about what I read, and then in that video will also be my TBR for week 2, and I'll just do it like that because I don't often film videos. So that's a way of minimizing how many videos I need to take time to film. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I guess this would be the first time I've been a co-host of something, which is pretty neat. And I'm in good company with lots of other great booktubers. So looking forward to these. I might actually find something else in here too for this week, or the first week of November, if not other stuff, other weeks. But we'll see. I will get back to you early November. Thanks for watching.